Sir, yes sir.
Say that again.
You look like one ugly ass out there today.
So he's saying I'm ugly and he's standing to the side with two tissues shoved up his nostrils because he has the cold. And he's standing behind the camera calling me ugly. Come here, show your face. That's real. Hey, what's good guys, welcome back to the channel, and you can't be doing stuff behind the camera, I'm gonna laugh. Hey, what's good guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for the support so far. Over 3k subs now, that's crazy to me. All the likes, all the comments, everything is so positive and I really do appreciate it. So now, everyone is asking me to react to This Is BTS. This is going to be a long day. Everyone's asked me to react to This Is BTS Part 1. So, that's what we're going to do today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification as well if you're notified every single time I upload. And let's get on with the video.
How many of you have heard of BTS?
Who is BTS and why are they so popular? BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea. While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy. But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their...
I've actually noticed that because whenever I am seeing people comment under my videos, the percentage of people is older as well. There's quite a high percentage of older people. I have very few people from the ages of like 16 to 21 that watch my videos. Most are from 21 to 35, and then there's quite a few 40 plus as well. And 50 plus I see comments from people, even 60 plus I see comments, which is kind of crazy. It's actually awesome to see.
40s. Take a closer look at this age and gender demographic for BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul ticket sales. Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males. BTS's fans, named ARMY, will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band. And why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artist for healing. The company and name...
I noticed you guys saying in the comments actually about Big Hit Entertainment and how you want me to play their intro because you love it so much, and now I realise why you actually love that. Because one of the videos I skipped that little intro that they had. The reason I skipped it is because it lagged whenever it was coming in, and I just like, oh, I'll remove it because it's not really that important. But now I see that they actually are back in BTS fully, it seems, so that's really cool. I like that. When a label does that, it's very impressive because it's hard to get labels to trust in this industry. Like, everybody's here for the money, that's it.
Their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, wanted BTS to be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow with. Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personalities and talents with the world. Which is why BTS stands for Bangtanso년dan, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Bangtan meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed...
The problem is, everybody gets criticism with whatever you do. I get criticism with what I do, BTS get criticism with what they do. You have to take the criticism, and that's the beautiful thing. They're calling themselves bulletproof. So we're going to take all this, use through whatever you have with us. We've got this shell. We are going to be protected by this group of 7 people. We're going to look after each other. No matter what you say, we've got our own friends back. We've got our bands back. We've got everyone's back in this group. I think it's amazing. I love it. I love that.
Aimed at adolescents like bullets, to preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescent. In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality and instead open the door and go forward to achieve growth.
Always moving forward. That's a sign of a genius group, like a group that has people behind them that are there to constantly make them improve. Because if you're not willing to change in an industry like this, like constantly be willing to try new things, change in a different way, take massive risks that could actually destroy your career in one way, but if they work out, it'll be the biggest thing that'll happen to you. So I know for a fact BTS have taken massive risks, especially with Spring Day. That was a huge risk, and they weren't even that big when they released that, as I've been told by you guys. You guys tell me everything, and the fact that they released that still, and were like, you know what, let's stand for something, let's believe in something, let's go for this, and release this, and not care what anyone says. Let's stand up, and let's go forward. Beyond the scene. I really, really like that.
BTS debuted on June 12, 2013 with 7 members. RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook.
His voice.
All 7 members came from different parts of Korea. So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge.
Can I say something? See, whenever you're struggling and you're living your dream, like literally chasing a dream or doing what you want to get somewhere in your life, right? And you have a group of people around you and you maybe don't have much money, like myself right now, you're just sort of just getting by and you're pushing just for this career. I'm happy to live with so little things and do this. If I don't make much money off this, it doesn't matter to me. I enjoy what I do, and you can tell these boys enjoy what they do too. If you love what you do, the money doesn't be a problem, because as long as you can make enough to get by, yes, you need maybe a job on the side, you need other jobs to keep you going, but if you love what you do and you can be genuine and show it to people and people see how genuine you are, I believe that's the way to being successful in this industry. I'm not putting on a character. I don't think they're putting on a character. I feel like I relate. I just seen them there sitting on the table like laughing, and I was just like, they're in a small apartment, they haven't many things, but you see the happiness. I just think that's amazing.
CEO Bang Si-hyuk created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그 다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국은 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다라고 얘기를 하고, 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력.
To have him as a mentor for them, I genuinely believe, and I've only seen 3 minutes and 10 seconds of this, I believe he is a huge reason why they're successful, because that man just seems like he knows exactly what he's doing. Just be a good person, be a unit, be together, don't let anyone else tell you what to do. You do your own thing in your group, you be who you are. Like, it's beautiful. It's actually beautiful. I like this man a lot.
혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나 이렇게 생각됩니다.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength and support and formed a brotherhood.
내 머릿속에는 옆에 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러운, 그러니까 뭔가 내 핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아.
Yo, you're like my wall. Yo, that's like the best compliment you can give someone in today's generation. You want to tell a girl you love her, right? But you just don't want to say them words. Just be like, yo, you're like my phone and my wallet. Without you, I'm incomplete. Bro, that's actually fire. I'm gonna use that. Let's go.
그죠. 소중하다 못해 없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까.
좀 생각을 해보면 이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요, 이제는. 네.
I found this very nice. Like, the fact they are a group of friends, and whenever one friend gets upset and goes downwards, the entire group goes down with him. But they come down to try and bring him back up, and then they all come up together. Now, the only time I've had stuff like that is when I've been dating or in a relationship. Whenever you care about someone and then they're upset, and you kind of go into that upset state as well to try and bring them out of it, because you care about that person enough and you want to make them happy, but because they're not happy, it makes you unhappy. You understand what I'm saying? But I've never had that with friends just as much. Like, it just hasn't related to me just as much. So I think that's genuine love for each other. The fact that they literally will do anything for each other. Whenever one gets sad, they all get sad. When one's happy, they all start to get happy. Like, their mood just happens with each other. It's kind of, that's kind of beautiful, bro. Like, I have to say.
오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 네. 되게 유치하지만 그냥 운명이었던 거예요.
I like it.
네.
Their climb to the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to bankruptcy. Since Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, they lacked the resources for promoting BTS. Even getting the chance to debut was a fluke. Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone else's spot. Even after—
That's what they do live? Yo, next thing I'm reacting to is live videos. Oh my goodness.
After they debuted, their performances would often get cut, and if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not invited to a lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities. They also created their own variety shows and often live streamed with fans. They honed their crafts for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one bedroom.
What?
2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award. Yet, as they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajegi, which is when a company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts. That's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling well, ignoring the fact that a small company wouldn't have the resources to pull off such a scam. These were just a few of their hardships and struggles.
I'm just going to step out of this for a second and I want to say this. The reason people feel a lot, and there's not a problem with feeling, actually let me rephrase that. The reason people give up is because they expect things to come quickly, they expect things to run smoothly, they see other people being successful and they're like, oh, I want to be there, but they don't want to put the work in to be there. Basically, I understand the hardships. Hardships come with the success, they come with pushing to get to that point, to get to that line. You're like, okay, I want to be here, this is where I want to be. So you have a pathway to follow and you set it all out in front of you and it just doesn't go the right way, you get thrown back and things don't go right. Hardship, genuinely, probably the best things. Because I went through it a few months back with this channel where nothing was happening and it was a hard, really low place and I wasn't very happy. But now when I look back on it, I was like, I went through that. Like I pushed, I still uploaded every day. I never give up. I kept pushing and now I'm like seeing some rewards. Yes, it's still very small, but it's still rewards for me. Like this, to me it's amazing to have a few thousand people watching my videos every single time I upload. That doesn't make sense. I'm sitting here and watching a video when you're watching me watch that video and then I just talk about it a little bit. You think I'm good enough? Like, that's crazy to me. I just want to say thank you. Sorry, I just got pulled out. I just was thinking about that. But yeah, the hardships that they have are definitely a lot higher than what I've been having because they are so much higher in the popularity scale, and the higher you go, the more difficult things get because you get publicized, the media, everything will pull you down, they'll try and pull things from your past. You have to be prepared for it. It's a scary thing to actually think about, but you have to be prepared for it.
I created a separate video highlighting their past hardships. I'll link that in my description box. Throughout the years, BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered culture.
That's madness that they got so big by just singing in Korean, and only recently have they brought out English subtitles even and sang a little bit in English. That to me blows my mind. It just shows how good and dedicated and talented they really are. Yo, I'm loving this video.
With music and attracted an international audience. They grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the world. During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly. Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21, 2020, is the best-selling physical album of the year, and they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States alone. The biggest kicker? Well, BTS did this without a single bundle. And what does bundle mean? Artists would bundle merchandise or concert tickets with the album's sales. For example, a copy of an artist's album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or ticket sold for their concert. These sales would count towards charting numbers and become an industry-wide tactic in the US to help boost sales figures and in effect climb up the Billboard charts. In a 2019 New York Times article, they said about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help,
I seen MGK, he released a new deluxe album to this album that's just came out, and he had a t-shirt and like a mug, I think, maybe just a t-shirt with it, and I almost bought it, and it was only $10, and I was like, oh, just for the t-shirt I might buy it, you know what I mean? Like I was like, ah, free t-shirt. So I understand why they do that, but the fact that BTS didn't and topped the entire, oh my days,
of bundles and driven by the power of ARMYs alone, BTS were able to beat a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record. While these musical acts are famous around the world, Suga has said it's a great honor to be called the Beatles of the 21st century. At the same time, it's a bit...
I never thought about that. They literally are. And they're so young. We have them for so long, I hope. This is amazing. This is a journey. I'm ready for this. Let's go.
Pressuring to be called that. We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the 21st century. The members themselves have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted. From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7, all 7 members have contributed as either writers and/or producers on every album. All of BTS are associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association, and as of August 2020, J-Hope, Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association. They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts to their fans. Much of their work touches on subjects like mental health, youth and female empowerment, child abuse, cyberbullying.
I don't think people appreciate how amazing that actually is, the fact that they are giving free things away on SoundCloud or whatever it said there. They're giving free music. Do you know how long it takes to sit there and write a song and master it and literally do everything for it and get it sounding perfect and then to give it away for free when you can make money of it? I understand myself giving music away for free or releasing music is always just going to be free because I'm not going to charge for it because I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I have that talent. And I understand there's a lot of artists up and coming just put their music out there for free, but to be such a big name and still give out free music, it just shows how much they care about their fans and they don't care about the money, which is amazing. I would like to say that I would be like that, but if the money's sitting in front of you and you're gonna get like 100,000 for something or $1 million and you're getting this handed to you and all you have to do is sign the contract, that'd be hard to say no, I have to admit. And I think a lot of you would agree with me.
Self-love and development, and socio-economic injustices. Much of their work is also inspired by past writers and thinkers. Their latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify underrepresented voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash from people in power.
It's like a little bit of anarchy, and I love it. That's like something I think is amazing, where you stand for something so strongly, and no matter who stands in your way, you will still stand. You'll never let them pull you down, you'll never let them get in your way, you'll never let them stop you. And that's incredible. And now they're becoming a force. When they were doing this when they were smaller, that's even bigger. Like, that's so hard to do when you're small. The way media and the way everything works, if they hit you in the wrong way and put everything in just a bad light and try and put you in a bad light, people believe it. I'd be sitting reading and I'd be like, oh, I can't believe this person did that. Okay, so they did that because the media said it. My head just goes, okay, I believe it. You know what I mean? And then you like research it a little bit, you're like, hold on a second, that doesn't add up. And you start to realise the media is lying to us. Happens all the time.
BTS are also as charitable as they are talented. Throughout the years, members have been donating individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover the details. One of BTS's few public announcements was in November 2017 for their Love Myself campaign. They partnered with UNICEF to create a campaign aimed at protecting children and teenagers from around the world, with the hope of making the world a better place through music.
That's so nice. Love myself campaign. So something that I've always noticed. I would say I'm pretty content with who I am as a person. Pretty content. There's definitely things that I don't like about myself, but that comes with the territory. Whenever you're constantly putting yourself online, you're always thinking about the little things that you say maybe just isn't perfect. But if you really think about it, it's you, it's who you are, it's who your soul is, who your heart is. If that's genuine and true and really is a good person in there, then you shouldn't worry about what people think. Just be you. And it's happening quite slowly where if you look at my oldest videos, I was not the way I am now. I was more uptight and worried about what I was saying. But now I just open up, say what I think. If you don't like what I think, I'm sorry. But I'm going to be honest as I can on my channel. Everything I think I will say. And it's just this way this channel is going to go, to be honest. And I'm not going to apologize for saying what I believe and what I think. Simple.
BTS and
Also,
their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated 3% of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause. The Love Yourself series, which contained 3 albums total, sold over 7 million copies worldwide. On September 24, 2018, BTS was invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change. On June 3, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment,
one of the strongest things I believe right now that we need to work on, and everybody saying that is going too far, that Black Lives Matter is going too far and we need to stop kneeling in football games or soccer games if you're from America. No, we don't. Always stand up for it. Always. I'm happy to do that to the day I die. Stand up for people. Stand up for people that are discriminated. And to sit there and say that we're going too far and we're taking it, no, we're not. Grow up. Everyone should be equal. Everyone on this planet should be equal. No matter what, no matter anything they are, equal.
Had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When armies got wind of the news, they matched their $1 million donation in one day. Now, these are just a couple of their acts of charity. With their socially conscious music, BTS created a new fandom culture that brings together fans from different national and racial identities.
Yes.
This led to the emergence of bilingual army volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real time, making the content immediately available to non-Korean speakers. We may all speak different languages, but their music and their message connected people from around the world, with different ethnicities, background, gender, and age. BTS has also expressed their love and respect for ARMY countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to fans on their social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia. The youngest member, Jungkook, even got the fandom name tattooed on his hand. Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 굳이 영향력을 주는 거참.
I have noticed that there's genuinely not a nicer fan base than BTS. I have been reacting to BTS for just over a week now, and every single comment is positive. Yes, there's constructive criticism, and that's fine. I appreciate that and I need that, and I think that's very important. But you all have my back, you all support me. Even when I interpret things a little bit differently than what maybe they're meant to be and what some of you think it is, you're always so open. You're like, yes, you interpreted it that way, that's great, that's a good way, that's for you. But this is the way we think, this is what I think. Like, everybody has their own interpretation, and that's so beautiful. I just think it's incredible. All you guys are amazing, and I would love to go to a concert whenever this virus is over and meet every single one of you. Like, give you all a hug and be like, yo, you guys are so cool. I love y'all.
하는 것에 안 원하고 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이 행복하고 웃을 수 있다면 그걸로
팬이란 게 진짜 뭘까 막 이런 생각을 가끔 많이 하거든요. 결국 그 사람들 때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는 거기 때문에 결국 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고 무대 하나하나에 최선을 다해야 되고.
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 싫지 않지만 진짜 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이 방탄소년단을 하고 있는 이유가 맞는 것 같아요.
참 다행히도 내가 원래 하고 싶었던 메시지 하고 싶었던 음악들을 하고 있어서 참 다행이라고 생각을 해요. 그러기 때문에 되게 그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 주죠.
일단 이 일을 좋아하는 거, 이 일을 사랑하고 너무 좋아하는 게 저에게 큰 영향을 주는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 이 일을 하기 싫고 실증이 나고 하면은 무대 위에서도 나타나기 때문에 이 일을 굉장히 사랑하기 때문에 내가 무대 위에서 퍼포먼스를 할 수 있고 노래를 할 수 있는 것 같아요.
계속 와서 응원해주는 모습, 그리고 이렇게 저희를 진심으로 좋아해주는 그런 표정들, 힘들 때 그런 표정들이 저에게 더 힘을 주는 것 같아서.
저희를 알아봐 주신 여러분들이라면 여러분의 꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
That's the sweetest thing in the world. And may I just back it up and say, if these videos do that, then I'm doing something right. I see some of you saying that whenever you see my reaction videos and you watch them, it makes you feel a lot better and you really enjoy them, and that genuinely warms my heart. I don't care about anything else. It doesn't matter whether it's subscribers, whether it's views, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. If I can make people happy, if I can change someone's mental attitude from being depressed that day to watching my video and laughing at me being an idiot, react to things, that's my purpose. That's what I want to do in my life. Change people so that they go out of a little bit of depression that they're in, or out of the mental state that they're in, to something more positive. That's a goal that I've always had for many years now, and I finally feel like it's slowly starting to happen. And I genuinely I'm so happy that I'm able to do this. It's all thanks to you guys for supporting me, and I'm able to reach you all. And now a lot of you from the last video followed me on Instagram, been messaging me, and we've been talking back and forth, so please go do that as well, because I love talking to you guys. You're all amazing, you're all so supportive, and I just want to help you all if you need it. Like, as simple as that.
Their love for ARMY has also helped them decide on re-signing another 7-year contract with Big Hit Entertainment. They mentioned doing it for their fans and not for money. So while people often discredit BTS's talent, likening their popularity to superficial aspects that come with the image of a boy band, it is their development of personalities and sincerity towards their art and their fans that made their fandom the size and reach that it has become. I hope people will come to realize that BTS is more than just their singing and their dancing skills. They're not just performers, but artists who have healed and inspired millions of people around the world. For a deeper dive into BTS, please refer to these websites, apps, and ARMY accounts to stay updated. We're also working on more video projects and
I understand completely why they are so popular. I understand why everyone loves them so much, and the ARMY is so strong. There is not a group that are like this on the planet. There's not artists that are like this. And there's people that try, there's people that are good, there's people that do things for charity, people that are really nice, but people with a genuine heart and a genuine love for helping people will go very far in life. And I quickly realized that when you watch this, if you're genuine and you're truthful and you love what you do and you love the people that watch you and love the people that are interested in you, you'll go very far.